Praise be to Jesus Christ. Today's reflection is on Saint Chavra, the incredible saint who brought about a revolution in the field of religious life and education, beginning in Kerala, India, and spreading around the world. I have a little personal reflection to share today. As I was discerning my vocation to religious life, I was really searching for what congregation God was calling me to. I had experience with many different groups from my own studies and from my work as a teacher and traveling around the world. But all of the groups that I met really didn't seem to resonate in my mind and my heart and my soul, until God brought our CMC congregation right to my own parish. In my life, I really wanted to find a way to give back to the people of God, to serve them, to help especially the vulnerable women and children that I had encountered in my travels around the world and my work as a teacher. In the message and the life of Saint Chavra, I found that mission I was longing for. He dedicated himself to the uplift of women and children, and that's why he founded our congregation, the Congregation of the Mother of Carmel, to be an abode of virtues, a punya sangetam, for the people of God in Kerala, to raise up saints for our church that would serve the world and inspire others. A few points I would like to share with you about the life of Saint Chavra, that he valued so much the education of children, that when they were preparing to build a parish church, he would insist that they build first a school for the formation of the young in that area. They would collect together simple offerings of a handful of rice that they would offer and donate, and be able to use those proceeds for the building of schools and institutes and parish churches. So from the very beginning onward, as Saint Chavra was guiding the development of the church in Kerala, he encouraged that education of the young children, recognizing that the young were the future of Kerala and the future of India and the future of our whole church. He also valued the contributions of women and trained our first sisters to guide young women in handicrafts and simple works, and how to manage a family, how to develop and learn themselves, how to grow into holy young women that would raise holy families and give birth to more saints in our church. He inspired others to share the message of God as he brought the printing press to Kerala and was able to publish different Catholic manuscripts and writings and teachings. He inspired so many with his pure simplicity. He always ate very simple food, stayed in a very simple room, didn't like any extra luxury or any extra particular service or care along the way. His humility was such that he even took as his spiritual director our own Father Leopold, who was a priest that came from Italy and was the co-founder of our congregation, younger than Saint Chavra, from a different part of the world. But Saint Chavra looked very much for his advice and his guidance and his direction along the way, and would work so closely with him as they formed the original members of our congregation. When I learned about the life of Saint Chavra and how he transformed the lives of vulnerable women and children, how he had a vision to bring change into the world and to the church, I knew that I had found the congregation that I was searching for. Our own charism is personal sanctification and the redemptive uplift of the people of God, especially women and children. What does that mean? That means that we as sisters are called to be holy and to lead others to holiness, just as Saint Chavra did. I hope that you can also find inspiration in his example of humility and service, of leadership that valued the least among us, the children, the women, the people in society that are so often overlooked. How can you, in your own life, live out that spirit and zeal of Saint Chavra to bring change into the world, to lift up those who are brought low by our society, and to recognize the human dignity of every person?